let's get started. Oh, hey everybody, didn't know we were rolling. I'm Chris Beytes, editor of GrowerTalks and Green Profit magazine, reporting live from the 2019 TPIE Tropical Plant International Exposition show down here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, where I am surrounded by beautiful tropical flowers and plants, and we're going to take a look at those and a lot of cool new products as judged by Danny Summers and his cohort of judges, as well as some of my pick items of the show, so come along. Well, I was intending to start on the 100 aisle, but that product wasn't in the booth yet. And the 200 aisle, the product I was going to show you, well, it was surrounded by customers who were buying plants, and I didn't want to interrupt a paying sale. So we're at the 300 aisle at Butler Foliage, where we're looking at, well, this is a cool product winner. You see the ribbon hanging right there. This is, well, the common name is Lady of the Night, but it is Brunfelsia monaca. Now, I didn't know much about this plant, so we had to ask about it. It's an Amazon native, actually kind of a shrubby tree out in the wild. It'll grow to about, over 20 feet tall, but it will make a nice patio plant, landscape plant down south, patio plant up north. Pretty creamy white flowers, and it's said to be very fragrant in the evening. So this could make a really interesting patio plant or combo plant for your patio. So that's Lady of the Night, a Cool Product Award winner. Now this is cool. Check this out, Lori. This is called Medusa flower or Stropanthus. And you can see from those long, well, I have to be a botanist to tell you what portion of the petal is causing these long little streamers here. But it's a vining plant or a small compact bush, if depending on how you train it. I'm told it's a full sun or part shade plant. It's from Southeast Asia, and you could use it as a patio plant. It blooms non-stop, and Greendale does have some availability on these as finished plants as well. So that's Medusa flower, and then or Medusa vine. Right next door, this is a type of Medinilla with beautiful, rich, strange blooms coming on here and very nice foliage. You can see it was a cool, both of these were Cool Product Award winners. Now this one, if you're going to grow it or keep it on a patio, it likes deep shade and it likes a good amount of fertilizer in order to bloom. It's also a very slow grower, I'm told. So there's a couple of really interesting, weird, cool new plants from TPIE. Temkin. Booth 319, I think, is the number. Not that you care what booth number it is. I'm taking care of that. But Temkin has a new product. In this case, it's a Cool Product winner, which is doubly nice. It's called a Quick Cup. And a Quick Cup is a very stylish alternative to your traditional pot cover or pot wrap. Now, they're showing little tiny ones here, but they come in all sizes, right up to 10-inch or bigger. And you can get any kind of pattern or color or print that you like, both on the inside and the outside. This is a real pretty one right here. Now they're a bit more expensive than your typical pot cover, but they're really nice because the printing looks really good all the way around. You can actually print care information on here if you want to, pretty much anything you want. So those are the Quick Cups by Temkin. I am back at the 100 aisle where we plan to start, and they've got the shelf I was going to show you, the award-winning product. We're at Avery Imports, by the way, and this is the Tri-Fold Living Wall Planter. And this thing is pretty cool. It is about my height, 6 feet tall. It's a tri-fold screen. You've seen those things, but instead of solid, it's got these planter boxes, which are perfect for a 4-inch pot. They come with liners in them. You can use this in a retail garden center setting as a display, but I think it's cool for the end consumer as a dividing wall for a patio or backyard. Perfect for an herb garden outside. It folds up flat because these boxes are aligned perfectly to allow to make one nice flat fold, so you can put it away if you wanted to. And the wholesale price on this is, I think I was told, $169. So that is the Tri-Fold Living Wall Planter from Avery Imports. Northland Floral. my buddies from Canada who do a beautiful job with the potted plants. And the cool new product judges picked out a really interesting new cyclamen that's really new to the marketplace. This is by Morel Cyclamen, and it's called Indiaca. And its name, well, I'll explain the name in a second, but its feature is these beautiful bicolor flowers. Now, how did it get the name Indiaca, you might ask? Well, Indiaca is actually a Brazilian game by the same name that is played with a shuttlecock that has big feathers on it. Not a little tiny shuttlecock you use in badminton, but a big one that you hit with your hand. And it's got these beautiful, colorful plumes that look kind of like these flowers. So that's Indiaca cyclamen. This next product had to be the hit of the show. It's called the Bird Planter, and it's the creation of these two gents, Donald Murray and Shibu Varieties. It's actually based on Panamanian folk art with planters that are made out of old tires, and you can kind of see the resemblance. They're molded in plastic, bright colors. Everybody loved them, and they've only been for sale at craft shows up to now, but they're making them available to garden centers, so get your order in early. I love looking for the Booth Award winners. In fact, I get to hand out the Booth Awards as part of the TPIE committee that I'm on, and Bullace Bromeliads has won yet again, this time for the 10x20, the best 10x20, first place. And you can see why. They do such a good job displaying their bromeliads. It's colorful, you know exactly what they're selling, but they've done it in a real stylish way. Great ideas for displaying bromeliads at your own garden center. And there's a couple of the Bullaces, Tom and Harvey, in there doing business right now. Jackson Pottery has some really cool, big pots that I want to show you. Now, normally when you see something with this much texture and interest, it's about this big for little like 2 or 3 or 4 inch pots. That's the first time I've seen a giant outdoor urn that's got so much texture. So I asked about them. This particular one is called the Fernand Planter, and they said they have a sculptor on staff, not just an artist, but a sculptor who is inspired by artists. And in this case, it is Fernand Leger, who's an artist from the 20s, a painter, and their on-staff sculptor used his paintings as inspiration to create this really beautiful, rugged, interesting design. And they've got some other very interesting geodesic style planters, as well as your more traditional things. But I specifically like these Fernand planters from Jackson. They're made of concrete, by the way, with chips of fiberglass in them for strength. Oh, and they come in a lot of colors too. I'm here at Ramco Nursery in Homestead. Well, actually not the nursery, I'm here in their booth where we're looking at hibiscus, the quintessential Florida tropical plant. Check this one out right here, Lori. This one is called Rico Suave. It's part of the Hollywood collection from Jay Berry. And the cool product judges didn't spot it in the Jay Berry booth. They spotted it here in the Ramco booth, and they gave it a cool product award. Well, it's obvious why. That is a beautiful flower. So tell me what you see right there. Yeah, exactly. Little dolphins, little jumping dolphins, leaping dolphins. This plant, it's a Senecio, is a cool product award winner for that very reason, because the leaves look just like little jumping dolphins. We're at the Brennett Farms booth there in Apopka, and this was the hardest new product winner, cool product winner for me to find, because it is so tiny and you got to look at it up close. But it's really very cool. Now this is a cross between a string of pearls and another Senecio, and it's available only in 6-inch pots right now, so get your orders in early, says Paul. But and this is one you're going to want to show your customers up close. Don't hang it in the back of the greenhouse. You got to look at it up close. That is a string of dolphins. The last plant we looked at was really subtle, the little dolphin. This one is not subtle. First, it's got 2 awards, the most unusual plant specimen and the favorite new flowering plant. It is Anthurium livium, and it is the first striped, flowered pot anthurium to make it to the market. It's from Anthura of the Netherlands. They tell me that they've had a cut flowered striped type, but this is the first one in pots, and they're going to have some other colors coming along because they have cracked the code on that. Oh, and Lori, did you get that POP that they have? That's available as well to help you sell it. So that's Livium Anthurium from Anthura, a 2-time award winner. There's one of those pink ribbons that signifies a cool product award winner here at TPIE, in this case from Aru, and the judges, well, they like a way to dress up a plant in a real upstyle fashion, and this is part of Aru's Upstyle line, and this is a new selection called Neo Terra. The idea being, well, let's make something that looks like real clay, real terracotta in various earth tones, including a nice lavender there. And I tell you what, I have a lot of terracotta around my house. You wouldn't know that that was plastic, but it is. Extremely lightweight, completely unbreakable, inexpensive, cheap to ship, but it gives you the really nice upscale look for your customers' interiors. There's 5 colors, five colors, including this this kind of nice rich burgundy there, or red. So there's the Neo Terra Upstyle pot covers from Aru. TPIE is about plants, but it's also about ideas and inspiration, and Penang brought it this year. In fact, they won the Best in Show Booth Award for their art expo. Oh, it's art, but it's art in plants. Come on in. Well, look at the centerpiece of their display. This beautiful, like 3x6 work of art crafted from their plants. Who wouldn't want that hanging on their wall? But if you look over here, you can see some of what they've done with, again, a way they displayed their product in frames. And what I like most is they added quotes throughout about how gardening and art are related. Very cool. Live Trends is always the center of attention here since they launched 6 years ago, and this year they won a Cool Product Award for, well, I think pretty much for everything they do. There are so many things I could show you. I'm going to hit on a few highlights for the spring season. Starting with Valentine's Day, they've launched a very interesting line of products called Universal Language. They wanted to find out how many ways you could say I love you without actually saying I love you. So they've got sign language, they've got Morse code, they've even got sound waves on these very cool pots. Now, for Easter, actually they call it spring because Easter is just a narrow part of the whole holiday. They're doing trendy spring, which includes these cross-stitched pattern containers with the bunnies. This is going to be very big in the fashion world for 2019. Pay attention. And then something a little more traditional but still upscale, Tales of Peter Rabbit, with these real nice porcelain bunnies sitting on the edges of pots. Those look nice. Then we get on to Mother's Day, and they've got 2 different lines. They're doing Trendy Mom is up top, and when you look at these fabric designs, these are straight off the runway. Very, very contemporary. And then if we go down below, you look at the color combinations and shapes, this is Chill Mom. So whether you've got a Trendy Mom or a Chill Mom, she's covered. And then the last thing I want to show you, this is pretty exciting to me. I kind of knew that this might be coming, and that is the idea of cut foliage in a vase, all water sealed so you can ship it. This is called Canopy. He's going to be doing a whole collection. You cannot open a decor magazine or catalog without seeing foliage on a shelf. Now you'll be able to provide it to your customers. So that's just a tiny taste of the very, very cool, trendy things from Live Trends. We are at the stand of my friend Bill Moore, and I think this could be the first time he's had a cool new product here at TPIE. And hey, this is cool. It's an Adenium obesum called Sun King, and these are doubles. Check out the flowers. They've got 3 different colors of them. 3 shades of pink, but with some beautiful speckling and striping in them. And this is the way they come. They come in like this, bare root from India, I'm told. And the finish time from this to what we just showed you in bloom, 8 to 10 weeks. Fast finish for a grower to do something very trendy. That's Sun King Adenine obesum from Bill Moore and Company. Here is proof that what is not so new can be brand new to a person who's never seen it before. One of the cool product judges apparently had not seen these Kokedama from Sun Bulb. I have. They've been exhibited before. I think they might even won a cool product award before. But this judge loved them, and so you know what? We're going to mention them again just as a reminder that just because you know something has been around for a while doesn't mean your customers have. So keep those really cool products, whether they're brand new or they've been around a long time, keep them front and center and keep selling them. These are Kokedama from Sun Bulb Company. Here's another cool new product at TPIE from the Magnolia Company, who also got a second place 10x10 booth award, by the way. It is a beautifully decorated, I'm actually going to pick one of these up so we can look at the details. It's a beautifully decorated magnolia tree. It's in a gallon-sized pot, but look at how beautiful it looks with the burlap wrap, the ribbon, and this very upscale tag there. They take this goes from being just a boring tree liner into a beautiful gift item. In fact, they say they sell most of these as gifts online. A lot of them go as memory gifts, where you're going to plant it in memory of someone. And what a great idea for any ordinary plant, a way to dress it up, make it special, and really increase the perceived value. I might as well start at this booth every year because I wind up here every year. Gail Cash always seems to bring something new that winds up winning an award here at TPIE. She's the owner of Florid Designs, Inc. in Eustis. This year, it's the Light Up Terrarium. She's been specializing in interesting little terrariums and planters for years. This year, she's added some very trendy LEDs to the base. And you see how things are set up there. It's a nice, simple little container in the middle, but you drop the little cloche over the top, the dome that's got a beautiful bird at the top, and it has this nice tag. And what do you get? A beautiful lit up little shelf specimen for your home. So that's the Light Up Terrarium from Florid Designs. I do not know what they're putting in the water up in Monterey Bay, but it sure is creating some wild, imaginative products, such as the Whoville trees that you've seen before from Coastal Nursery, and you've seen these before, these prepackaged do-it-yourself Christmas trees, for which they actually received the Cool Product Award. But I'm going to show you something that is even slightly newer than this, and that is Easter trees. Check these out. Same concept. You've got a beautiful little lemon cypress wrapped up with decorations and LED lights, all prepackaged and ready to decorate. So maybe you can get something like this going for Easter at your garden center or store. And then they've even gone into, how about Halloween trees? Very cool looking with these pretty purple or orange or black decorations there. So that's some of the wild imaginative ideas from Coastal Nursery.